And I'm Michael Adc. All right, the 12th of February 2025. What do we have on papers? Before that, I need to appreciate all our esteemed viewers on the platform. Say a big thank you to you for your daily support. May God continue to bless you all. All right, kindly drop your comments in the comment section regarding what we'll be discussing this morning. It's also important to hit the like button and also share the program to your loved ones. This is City Stand. What do we have on paper this morning? Very, very crucial headlines. Sorry. On page 5, U.S. reps propose visa ban on Okwanso Mieti Allah. Others, U.S. reps propose visa ban on Okwanso Mieti Allah. Others. You can go to page 5 to see this. As U.S. lawmakers present bill on Christian religious persecution in Nigeria. As U.S. lawmakers present bill on Christian religious persecution in Nigeria. All right, Sikh terrorist designation for Fulani militias. Sikh terrorist designation for Fulani militias. We are shocked. We will respond appropriate time. We will respond at appropriate time, says Kwakwansia movement. All right, we move down to Dangote Refinery. This is on page 19. Dangote Refinery, it's 650,000 BPD capacity. Move to page 6. Kidnappers abduct police officer for orders in Edo State. Kidnappers abduct police officer for orders in Edo. Down the papers, the demands full implementation of defense budget once against delays. I'll move down to insecurity. This is on page 15 of the Vanguard newspaper. Insecurity, poverty worsening in North, says ACF, that's Arewa Consultative Forum. Insecurity is worsening in the northern region. ACF, Arewa Consultative Forum, raises alarm. Senate demands full implementation of defense budgets once against delays. Down the paper, federal government orders NAFDAC to halt sachets alcohol ban enforcement. Federal government orders NAFDAC to halt sachet alcohol ban enforcement. This is on page 9 of the Vanguard newspaper. Gentle Dominion. All right, I could be arrested anytime, says Erufai. I could be arrested anytime, says former Kaduna State Governor Nasir Erufai. And on Christian persecution, U.S. lawmaker Raleigh Moore is doing something concerning this, and we have it here. Lawmakers more visa ban assets freeze against Kwakwanso Mieti Allah. Lawmakers in the U.S. more visa ban assets freeze against Kwakwanso Mieti Allah. Another story we'll be touching this morning, like I read it on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. Erufai, the former Kaduna State Governor, anticipates arrest as police detain allies. And he has accused the Office of the National Security Advisor, Ribadu, for using EFCC to arrest opposition. That's what he said. EFCC is now a tool for arresting opposition. Now, quickly to another one. This morning, the incumbent governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, is meeting with Atiku and the former head of state, military head of state, Ibrahim Babangida. This has sparked debates in the country. Why did Atiku and Seyi Makinde visit IBB in Niger State. And there's a revelation coming from the former governor of Ekiti State, Ayodele Fayose, and we shall be looking at it this morning. Let's quickly read out what Fayose said. Former governor of Ekiti State, Ayodele Fayose, has said that the Tuesday's meeting at the hilltop residence of former military president Ibrahim Babangida in Minna, Niger State capital, involving former Vice President Atiku'S Abubakar and Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde, was to consummate a political deal of making Makinde the running mate to Atiku in 2027 presidential election on the platform of African Democratic Congress, that's ADC. All right, we move on to stories on this again. Fayose, who was a governor of Ekiti State at two different times, 2023 to 2026, blah 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 blah, claimed that former Anambra State Governor and ADC Chieftain Peter Obi have been ruled out. I repeat, have been ruled out of the party's presidential ticket. Hence, the choice of Makinde to pair with Atiku. We don't know how true this is, but of course, this is coming from a strong politician in the country. He's also part of them. He knows what's up, what goes on in the system, and has exposed everything. Telling us that Seyi Makinde will be running as vice president to Alhaji Atiku Abubakar under the platform of the African Democratic Congress. I have over 50 persons watching us, and please smash the like button. It's very, very important. Smash the like button, share the program, let people know what is going on at this time. I don't really have access to the comment section now, so I need to say hi to the viewers. All right, Mafidon, good morning to you. You're welcome to the program. Has Obi been sidelined with what is happening now with this latest development in town? Seyi Makinde to run as vice president, to run vice presidential slot under the African Democratic Congress. I thought these people should be working for Gregory Obi.
It is politics, you know. You never can tell. Nobody knows the game they are playing yet. You understand? It's about interest. Because I listened to Atiku yesterday, you know, and where he was condemning the decision of the Senate. You understand? And one of the journalists asked him whether he was going to run in 2027. He said he was not interested in discussing about whether he will run or not. That he's only interested about his interest about strengthening the ADC as a party. You understand? So we do not know. Whatever we are seeing now, you know, could be, you know, nobody truly know at the moment. But I still feel Obi has a chance. Obi has a chance. And if Atiku tries to contest, Nigeria may witness one of the voter apathy may deepen. But most people will not turn out to vote.
All right, please just pause a bit. And according to Makinde, according to Fayose, Makinde has agreed to pay 10 billion naira to support ADC. The project, it's a project to support ADC during the campaign. That's all right. According to him, Makinde offered to make available a sum of 10 billion naira, and it's to be released in 2 tranches. Now, the question is, how did Fayose get this information? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. How did he get this information?
I don't know. We help us beg Fayose to leave Seyi Makinde alone. He has become a monitoring spirit. I'm working against Seyi Makinde, and you know, Fayose also belong to that corridor of power. So he will have access to some information. He was the one that linked the case of 50 billion Saka.
Hold on. It goes on. Makinde agreed to join ADC on the condition that he will be handed the party's vice presidential ticket as Atiku'S running mate. This is expected to be presented to Atiku'S inner caucus for further discussions and ratification.
Despite how they try to twist the situation, Atiku still remain, a candidate that will give Tinubu chance in 2027, irrespective of anybody they make to be his vice. He cannot be, a good candidate as Obi in 2027. That's a very, very obvious case. You cannot come and ask us in Southwest here to jettison the project of presidency and give us vice president that we have just spent 8 years. We have Osibedo spend 8 years. That recently. So we don't need vice president. I don't know from what angle do you want me to, when you look at how you want us to work with the case of vice president and you want to jettison Obi, I don't think it's going to work.
Knowing fully well that Obi is a member of
member of that party. So
that coalition.
So we're telling you that Atiku, want to look at every means to become a candidate of ADC, and something is still telling me that they just want to give Tinubu a free ride.
There was a time
okay,
when we were discussing the PDP saga here, between the Wike faction and I told you, I said I am suspecting that Makinde and Wike are working in cahoots for Tinubu's emergence. You understand? This is politics. Tinubu is one of the smartest politicians in Africa. You understand? He can go the extra mile to achieve a goal. You understand? And it is possible. Don't be surprised to see Atiku. If Atiku does not step down to Obi, Atiku is working for Tinubu. If Atiku insists to push, in spite of the reality on ground, you know that you have been a politician all your life. And you've been with PDP that has this formula, that initiated this formula, that, 8 years for the South, 8 years for the North. You know all of these things. You know that it is the time of the South. Obi remains the most viable candidate to use. And he is in the same party with you, fortunately. What are you supposed to do? Is to step down and throw your weight to Obi. But for Makinde too, if there is anything like that, because Fayose also sometimes, politics is interest. We know when Fayose was governor, Alimadu Sharif came to deceive them. You understand? Came to deceive them. I think he was made chairman. Fayose, Wike and the rest supported him to become chairman. It was later when the thing got open that Alimadu Sharif was working for APC, that Seyi came out, that we now heard that he wanted to make, Fayose, a running mate. You understand? So it's about their personal interest. These people have not really come to a point where they are looking at Nigeria as an interest, as a project, where we can say national interest. What they are doing now is their interest. So if I see a Makinde tomorrow with Atiku, I am telling you, it is Tinubu's agenda. You understand? And if that will be anything to go, Nigeria will experience one of the lowest, turnout. Voter party will be, in fact, at its peak. Very few people will come out and Tinubu will emerge.
Actually, this is pure politics and outright ticket buying. I don't understand what is really going on between Peter Obi and Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. We've been saying it here that one person should step down for the other, but it seems you see, Atiku is not giving up on this issue. Now, on the side of Makinde, buying tickets, I call this lobby. He's trying to lobby for that for the vice presidential slot. No, should someone who funds a party, because it's like Makinde is trying to fund the party now, to fund the project. Now, should someone who funds a party automatically deserve vice presidential slot?
Well, it's matter of lobby, like you said earlier. But to me, maybe Fayose even saw it, but he didn't see it well.
I mean the fact that you are funding a party or funding a project, should that make you get that ticket?
You invest where you expect returns. Of course, nobody wants
Nigerians.
Okay, you in the interest of Nigeria, you invest. Okay, you want to do business now in the interest of Nigeria. Oh, do you want to run at loss? Dangote we come out and tell you that I'm running that refinery in the interest of Nigeria. Is this serving the interest of Nigeria or not? The answer is yes, because many Nigerians are working in that place and he was able to solve some problems. At the same time, he's having his own profits. That's life. So you will never see a Jesus Christ that will come out and say, I want to bring out all my money, I don't want to squander it, don't give me anything. Okay? It may be very hard to see that kind of thing. And I don't see anything wrong in what Seyi Makinde is doing. But yes, I don't see anything wrong in it. If you want to, there's no way you will not contribute to party now. Nobody just sit down in a particular place and they unpick you. If you do something like that, that means you are running the godfatherism.
But he's not a member of the party now. He's in PDP.
Hey, you want to enter?
So
why is he?
Maybe he wants to
It is like weekend. One leg is PDP, one leg is Mr. Yes, any member of PDP that does not belong to Wike Alina is automatically on his way to ADC. That is what is happening. Any member of PDP that is not belong to Wike Caucus is automatically heading to ADC. Just take that one. That's what is on ground now. So when you are in a party and you don't contribute, then they come and pick you. That means they are running godfatherism, because somebody that pick you will have contributed something, and you have to pay the allegation. The way Tinubu pick what is the name? Osibajo that time. What was Osibajo's contribution? Osibajo no get money. Where is the money that he was not a politician? He was picked, and when the power come, when it's time to flex the muscle, you see the baba that pick him, the way when he come out that, Oga, I pick you, go and sit down, I'm your boss. But somebody that contribute, when we started democracy in Nigeria, everybody know what he contributed. He normally come out and boast about it, that when this party started, I know what I contributed. Of course, he contributed and he reaped from the proceeds. The same way in Oyo State, Omisore funded AD, and he wanted to even become governor. But they say, Oga, you belong to the new girls. Let these old girls do once, then you will come and do. That's how it's good. So I don't have any problem with what Seyi Makinde did. The only thing I'm suspecting is that money will be more than 10 billion naira, Mr. Myself. 10 billion naira. Okay?
And it is the people's money.
It is, of course, yes. We live with so personal. It will be more than 10 billion naira.
I'm sure it is people's money. Wait, Makinde is very rich.
That's rich as he is now governor of Oyo State.
That's no small money. You know how much work
in the project, Nigeria politics, 10 billion naira cannot give you first presidential slot, except they want to come and pick you.
Yes.
Do you know how much Oko was spent for PDP? Go and check now. Go and check. Let me tell you, Nigeria politics has monetized to the extent that if you know how much you want to become senator in Nigeria alone, ordinary senator. Okay, go and calculate how much you go to use to buy phone. How much? Okay, we saw the kind of campaign this man usually do at Alimo Society there, Aeroland. You are aware now. Yeah. Look at it. For those days that he used to do campaign, just estimate how much he will have spent. Yet he didn't win. So Nigeria politics has been monetized. So all this 1 billion, 2 billion naira, it doesn't count again.
All right. But what's Atiku shopping for now? Is it ISB that works? Because we have Amechi in that coalition.
Yes, there's
Amechi is there. Yes, and he's a southerner.
Mm-hmm.
So what's he looking for?
If Atiku is, like I said, if Atiku,
we don't have other people that can,
if Atiku
that can pick that ticket
if Atiku may be working for Tinubu not for financial gain, not because he will want Tinubu to emerge, but because one, he is not happy with Obi. Two, Obasanjo romancing Obi. Atiku also is angry at that. You understand? You know the antecedent now between Atiku and Obasanjo, what he has done to him. Atiku would have become president if not for Obasanjo. You understand? That's the truth. And then you have a week where Atiku backed him. After the presidential election in 2023, Atiku came out to say if they had run a joint ticket, looking at the figures, they would have emerged. But Obi decided to go his own way. You understand? And then the vote was divided. Tinubu took advantage. It's possible Atiku is having that in mind and is not happy. Secondly, Obasanjo's romance to Atiku. I would even prefer Obasanjo if he truly wants Obi to emerge. He should distance himself from Obi. But Atiku, it will remind Atiku of what Obasanjo has done to him in his life. He should just distance, be advising from afar. When I saw that Atiku will now, anytime Atiku sees Obi and Obasanjo, he's not happy. He's not happy. He's reminding him of the people that deny him, the right to become president.
And that will not make a conclusion. You cannot force Atiku to step down. I usually
No, you cannot. No,
and you cannot. Yes, and you cannot gag him, because if you gag him or you suppress him and he eventually drop, and he refuses to support you, not that Atiku will only drop his ambition, he will drop it, then he will not work. If he drop the ambition and he give it to Obi and he refuses to work, he will ordinarily just hold his hand, not to work again, so just holding his hand, and people don't know his body language. But it will be very, very difficult for Obi to penetrate the north. So he's only Atiku is the pivot, is the gateway, and I think it's supposed to be dialogue. It's supposed to be dialogue between all these stakeholders. If you really want to unseat President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, then you need to beg Obi, not the way all these Nigerians obedient and say, I think it's a step down. They don't do something like that. Somebody organize a party because of himself, and your boss want to use the platform, and you not think the person is supposed to just drop his ambition just like that. They don't do something like that. It's supposed to be lobby, it's supposed to be dialogue, mutual, a benefit. But okay, this is how we are going to show you. Just give Obi presidential slot. Name what's wrong. They're going to give it. That's how it can work.
All right. I wonder the role IBB will play this time around. Is there anything? Is there any role it will play? Does it have any influence?
IBB is, every election you will see aspirant running to ex-president meeting. You understand? We do not know what they are, but then they have influence. These are people who have head of state, who were head of state in Nigeria. They, I think it's a way of showing respect.
They really have
to say this is my intention.
They really have. I think Obasanjo supported Obi in 2023.
What
happened at the end of the day?
The power of incumbency is more than the power of.
Who is more influential between Obasanjo and IBB?
You know what I see.
But Atiku will keep running up and down.
If you visit IBB, do you think IBB is enemy of Tinubu? The answer is no. Tinubu is also a godson to IBB. So this kind of people,
they was at his book launch.
Yes.
Usually watch a Yoruba movie when they will call Esu. Esu is just a god that is ready to open with anybody. So it now depends on how you can romance the Esu that will come to your side.
Why if you always running to ex-president? Why is it running?
Because some of them have experience. Some of them know how things run. See, OBJ may not know how to play that politics very well, but he knows some button that he can press. And to some extent, we still have some people that have this influence on how he become Nigeria president. Some people still determine it, and they know the button to press. Gradually, that power is leaving them, but they still have a little bit of grip. I could remember when OBJ was supporting IBB that time. Immediately you reach Niger State, according to what immediately you meet IBB, everything has been solved. The call was started making that we have seen our president too. The boss is here. That time it was Obasanjo was hot, but gradually all these our past, something, they still have a little bit of, and some of them they involved in politics. Somebody like Abubakar, if you go and visit him, you just go there for visit sake. Or you go and visit somebody like a Gowan, you just go there for visit sake. But somebody like IBB almost become Nigeria, civilian president. And OBJ was also past, civilian president, ex-president. So I think those are the two oracles that people try to consult now. And gradually, their gripping is getting loose on Nigeria politics.
All right, what has Papanso done to the United States government? What has it done? You can see what I read the other time, that the lawmakers in the US are currently trying to freeze his account, place which freeze his assets, also place visa restriction on him. But the question I want to ask now, should foreign governments, punish our politicians for us on something we should do by ourselves?
If you have an irresponsive government, you understand, then you have a government You know, like America, they have foreign policies, you understand, where they can get involved with matters, you know, just like the issue of genocide, you understand. Of course, they have a right to do that. Actually, now, I think if you look at the angle, they are talking about the visa ban.
Yeah,
okay, we have known you to be this. We don't want it to come to our country. That's one of the punishments. And you know, most of these elites, most of them have properties in America. There's nowhere you will go in the world. Probably they would have checked his weight and his investment in America. But I don't want, this whole thing is looking like America. Is it that, have they really carried out their intelligence well? Maybe there is something they do not know, maybe as a result of intelligent reporting about conquest.
Has he ever supported Christian genocide?
I have never conquest from day one. One thing I don't know, maybe it's because it's Fulani. But maybe he's doing something underground that we do not know. But we have people that Nigeria without intelligence can pinpoint that this person, what about Gumi?
I still understand.
They've not said anything about Gumi.
Yes, I understand that. But
well, Mr. Michael, what I observe as you go and do my research is that there is altercation between America and Kwankwaso. Immediately, America will designate Nigeria as a country of special concern, and Trump is preparing to invade Nigeria. Yeah. I think Kwankwaso makes some statements. You know, majority of Northerners, they don't support America coming to this place.
Yes.
Even some of them are annoyed that President's wife just visited America. They were not happy, and the presence of America in that place, they are not in good time with it. And it's not only Kwankwaso, but I don't know why Kwankwaso named ring bell in that circle. And you know, this America, they may know what you don't know, but I'm telling you that it's not going to be without any traces of a sin or whatever. So that is my point. I don't know what really come up between America, but I could remember that there was a little bit of altercation between America and Kwankwaso during that time of we are planning to invade Nigeria and sort of thing. People came out with different response. But maybe they just point anybody they want to point. Because I could remember this man also came out. What's the name of that fufu at Niger Delta? That one to combat and so I think if they want to deal with people like that, well, we have not read this. They say and many others.
Gumi also spoke during that time.
Yes, in fact, do you know? Okay, now if it is based on intelligence, Gumi, when America bombed Sokoto, Gumi made a statement that he was advising Tinubu not to tour the part of America. You understand, because they are staying. That we should go to Turkey and Pakistan. Eventually, we saw Tinubu going to Turkey. Is that not enough for America? Is that thinking, what is this guy controlling even the president? We saw that happen. If America want to help us with the financial of terrorists or whatever sympathizers, they should throw their nets. You know, do it holistically, as if you want to catch fish. You understand? Don't do it as if somebody who's eating fish, where you have to select the flesh from the bone. Throw your nets. These guys that you say you know as a result of intelligence, we should see them sanctioning them, all of them. People like Gumi, people like if Kwankwaso has a skeleton, there is something they know about, and every other person that is involved. Let it not be looking as if the whole thing has been politicized.
All right, but if these allegations are true, should they sanction them?
They should sanction them.
Should they face it?
Seriously, they should. In fact, they should ban. Yes, one, sanction them. We need to see. Okay, I think if America will give them confiscate they should confiscate whatever is their property in America. They should ban them from traveling to America. Then we should see Nigerian government going after them, beating them. Nobody is above the law. We run a country where some people are above the law. That's why the country is not working.
Femi, international sanctions or local punishment? Which one is best?
It's local punishment that need to be done. Not international. Let me tell you, all these people you are talking about, they don't see America as their best place to go. Throughout the lifetime of Buhari, you see where Buhari usually choose when they want to go arrest. He choose UK. Majority of them choose UK because UK is their father. UK was the one that handed over Nigeria to them. So if you actually sanction a Fulani man in America, I don't think you really do any special thing. A Fulani man will prefer France, UK, or Abu Dhabi, or Saudi Arabia. That is their choice.
All right, you're welcome to the program. Okay, great. Thanks for joining us this morning. Adc-Fasoye is also here. say good morning to you. This is Chima all the way from Italy. Good morning. You're welcome to the program. Benedict, thank you so much for joining us. We have Mustafa Additional. Good morning to you. You're welcome. Thanks so much for joining us. What is this is Chima saying here? Imagine living out Gumi, America has compromised.
Yes, that is it now. If you want to call it the way it is, that is what it is. We have heard Gumi. There is nobody in Nigeria today that does not know the name Gumi, and he's not a politician.
Gumi will be the
because everybody has known what he has done. He has practically with his.
But I don't think Gumi can go to America. I'm not sure. I'm not sure he can travel. He will not have that audacity to go to America. I'm not sure.
All right, so the Chima says Kwakwaso is not and never a religious.
Yes, you can never trace that to him. You can never trace that to him.
I've never also had him say anything against.
But they can be doing things on the ground that we do not know. Maybe intelligence is, revealing that.
They are bringing to certain information.
Yes.
We don't know that America will strike Sokoto first.
About this terrorist one.
All right, let's quickly move down to another story. Yeah, I could be arrested anytime. That's what El-Rufai said this morning. I could be arrested anytime. El-Rufai on this. Femi, what has El-Rufai done to deserve arrest? What has he done?
Away from politicizing everything, somebody like El-Rufai, they pick him. It's not necessary that they have been convicted. So if he's arrested, then they want to investigate him, and he'll say they should not investigate him. Who is he? Nobody is above the law. If he have a skeleton in the cupboard, they should pick him. Apart from politics aspect of it, this man turned himself to a think tank in Nigeria, and he believed that he can come out. The man has committed a lot of error. He has committed, through the word of his mouth. Even if I prefer America to pick El-Rufai before Kwakwaso. Yes, his own religious intolerance is so acute. People can very obvious. People can see it. So
I remember in 2019, before the election, he was telling the international observers that they should come with body bags.
Yes,
that was a statement credited to El-Rufai. Yes. They should come. If they try, they should come with body bags because people will die. And this was a governor for 8 years. If there is anything called genocide, you can see it under El-Rufai.
Yes, of course.
Where it was an incessant attack for 8 years. Southern Kaduna.
From Kaduna to Abuja is not safe.
Yes, consistent
attack. Nothing was safe in Kaduna. Railway, motor, nothing.
According to him, he said EFCC has arrested his associates and is expecting the institution to pick him up anytime soon. All right, we wish him good luck.
I heard him.
He's not the first person that was speaking.
He was interviewed. He was accusing Ribadu. In fact, he places curses on Ribadu. That he was surprised that Ribadu, has compromised. That it is not the office of the National Security Advisor to be calling EFCC to go and arrest this person. That it is within the discretion of the president. But Ribadu, is the one making this calls where they go to pick people. But I wish that government is not just politically witch hunting. What we want is a fight. The Nigerian monies that is in the hands of, individuals in Nigeria, you understand, is enough to develop this country to the point that no Nigerian will be begging. I remember what Obasanjo once said in this his book, My Watch. He said the money Atiku'S stole can feed Nigeria for 300 years. That was what he said. It was in his book for 300 years. So you can imagine the money these people have stolen. So if we have a government that want to declare war against corruption and want to recover Nigerian money, so be it. But if they are doing it because this person is an opposition and is criticizing, he's seen as a stumbling block, so you want to take him off or silence him. I think it's not.
Should he even fear arrest if he has nothing to hide?
He should not now.
I don't know. He was not the first person to be invited.
You see,
Malami is in the country. Malami has been invited.
Is it Pangua or which one?
Many of them have been arrested. Okowa has been invited.
You should just go.
Yaya Bello, we have saw the drama of Yaya Bello. So you yourself perform your own drama. So why are you announcing us that they may pick you out now? Are you afraid?
They say clear conscience, fear no accusation. If you are innocent, just go and answer.
It's not in the country.
Because he said something. After Obi went for, he was interviewed and they told him, why were you not in the protest.
Of the protest.
He said he was happy, he applauded Obi, but he said because of travel constraint, he was not available there. So I suspected he was not in the country.
All right, so Odoze Chimo says when Tinubu paid $9 million to lobbyists, that's the moment I know the story has changed. That's about Donald Trump. All right,
so $9 million is enough to buy the whole America. America is so cheap. $9 million is buying American president.
No, come to think of it, it seems that the language of Donald Trump has.
No, it's not about $9 billion. See,
no,
international
$9 million, not $9 billion.
You remember China? You remember China were trying to block America from intervening in the situation, and then we also know that China, have been mining gold illegally from the north. And then there are reports that they are supplying them weapons. Oshomole said it, not me. Oshomole said he was privy to the information and he took document to Buhari that these guys are the one responsible for the banditry in the north because of the gold. China will come, cut away the gold and supply them weapons.
China and
so
France.
Probably America also is interested in that gold.
Yes,
you understand? You never can tell. The less we see, the more we see, the less we understand. All these superpowers, Africa to them, they have reduced us to a raw producing nation. They will never want us to get to the point where we are processing our raw material. You understand? So they may have seen that thing and they are now coming to get involved. Look at what they did in Venezuela. It's possible they are taking something now that we do not know. And then if the president allows you to take, will you fight him again? You can't fight him.
It will be more than $9 million.
All right, thank you so much, Femi. Thank you. Okay, good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Mike. You're most welcome. Yeah, and I'm saying good morning to our global viewers, our great benefactors, Mr. Stina, God bless you, and the rest of our benefactors globally all over the world. Mr. Mike, you're most welcome. The platform is said, since this time, God bless this time. I mean, my humble self, Mr. Oyo. Thank you very much.
Good morning, Adc Michael.
Gentle.
Greetings to all our esteemed viewers across the globe. We say you're welcome.
According to El-Rufai, the National Security Advisor, Nuru Badu, is using EFCC against the opposition. That's using EFCC to frustrate the opposition. Is he just playing the role of a victim, or is just being persecuted?
Well, I don't see the issue of persecution in this case. I see the issue of more of role of national security being displayed by the National Security Advisor, which is Nuru Badu to Mr. President. Hey, look, in the course of doing your opposition, you could trespass. You can stray beyond your lawful points into breaking the law. And so if you are considering yourself in such a way that it will be a nuisance to national security, safety and co, it could be challenged, it could be taken up. That's the duty of the first advisor to the president of the national security matter. The fact that you are doing your opposition does not mean you should trespass. What is naming Kanu today? The way Kanu went about lawful agitation of self-determination, the statement he made, he still government didn't charge him for agitation. But those things he said in the course of doing it, so you can be doing your opposition, and then when you begin to charge in the state, you are beginning to make some statement to bring down the state. The national security will not sit back and be watching you. If you are constituting threat to the state, in the way you are going by your lawful thing, Mr. Man, that's it too. Opposition is a lawful, is a normal thing. But if you are going about in a way that constitutes a threat to the nation, peace and everything, national security will not sit back and watch you bring your nation down. It will answer to the question. I know, Mr. Man, you are already stepping your boundary. The lawful thing you are not incorporating illegality, criminality into it. It will now come up and say, this man, it should be under watch. So if that's the angle Nuru Badu is coming from, I think it's right. Everybody should caution the way he's going about his lawful opposition activities. Yes, he should watch it so that nothing break the law. You cannot be telling us because your opposition want to bring down the whole country. You'll be raising insurrection, raising riots, have people to come out and riot. That would be total criminality. That's insurrection. So the national security will not watch and see him doing that. That's number one. Number two, he doesn't have any need to make any, to be afraid of anything. He was one time 8th governor of Kaduna State, and scarcely his scoreboard. If he has anything in his scoreboard for 8 years, they have nothing to fear. But if he has scarcely his scoreboard, which is perceived as threats to national security, unlike Malami, 8 years of Attorney General of the country, yet was stockpiling arms in your house. So if you could establish a threat to national security, so in terms of maybe you have amassed some wealth that you want to deploy to cause insecurity in Nigeria, then the national security will not sit back and watch you. And the third one, if you have saw your hand in the cell phone, you have amassed wealth, yes, this has a right to come and invite you. You only need to go there and clear your name. You should forget by sentiment. It's not, you should forget people sentiment from anywhere. If they accuse you have saw your hand in nation's fund, go there and clear your name. Simple. That's the third one. So I mean, there's no way everybody will tell us for 8 years of tenure of a governor of a state. Nothing. No, what not pass under the bridge. Let's not deceive ourselves. There will certainly be some people that will be holding his interest for him. He won't say anything to him, but there are people who are holding his interest for him. So even those one was discovered, look at Malami now, who was named for in those buildings. They said it was traced to him. That's the investigation. Traced to him. You never find their name in his bed. So if anything was discovered, Mr. Rufai, go and clear your name. Stop wicking up sentiment. So on those 3 grounds, the National Security Advisor and the state has the right to invite him.
All right,
for questioning.
gentlemen, Mike, you heard what you said about the National Security Advisor. Know about it. Is Rufai being persecuted, or is he just playing the victim card? And should he even be afraid if he has nothing to hide?
No. From the days of John the Baptist even till now, the kingdom of God suffer violence, and only the violence taken by force. What I wanted to bring up from that scripture is that it has always been there. State apparatus has always been used even against opposition. It's not new. Everybody that is shouting now has been a beneficiary of such. He himself, as the chief executive of Kaduna State, at that time, we all knew what he did, how he used power to his fullest, especially against the opposition within that state. So crying blue mother at a time like this is unnecessary. Much as we know that apparatus of states are being used against opposition, we also want to make it clear that if you don't have any question to answer, then you shouldn't be afraid. If you have been wrongly accused of anything, come outside and clear your name.
It's as simple as that.
Bring out the fact, bring out the figures, and definitely to be clear to all Nigerians that indeed you are being persecuted rather than to be prosecuted. So it is clear, not just to be hiding in the corner and be saying they are after you. They are after you over what? Have you contravened the law in any way? That is the critical question we should be asking him. So it's beyond him just trying to whip up sentiment, looking for unnecessary mercy from Nigerians. He should clear his name. Whatever you have been accused of, come out and the federal government cannot be a judge in their own case. At most, the thing gets to the court and you prove your case there. So for me, he has nothing to fear if he has not contravened the law in any way. If he has no skeleton in his cupboard, as some of my colleagues have said, he should come out to clear his name, regardless the wrong accusation is being.
All right. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Mike Ayodele says Erufai should be thrown into the jail and the keys be thrown away. All right,
that's huge.
That's huge. All right, Udeze Chima goes on. Mr. Lagide, as Ayabelo, Okowa clear their names. Let's stop deceiving ourselves.
No, let me answer him. Their case is still going on in the court. Ayabelo, the court has just granted him permission to travel out. Yeah. So the case is still on. And until position comes to an end, a pronouncement is made guilty or innocent, you never can don't predetermine the outcome of the case. So the case is still going on in the court. Maybe you didn't know. No, I mean him. Okay, no, you. I'm talking of you, but maybe you didn't know. The case is still going on in the court. So
why would he know? Of course, he knows what he's talking about.
Okay.
Why will anybody think that he doesn't know what he's saying? That the case is, we all know how they play this game. When you are on the side of government, we know how your case will be messed up with at the end of the day, and that's what he's talking about. So it's not because the case is not in court. The same. Sorry, OJ. Sorry, I'm sorry. The same was named. Has been aspiring to even be a senator. To take over from Natasha in that senatorial district. So it is when they have cases in court that it's a template that we have seen over the years. Yes. They first come up with, okay, I have health issue, I need to travel out, and they'll be messing up with time, messing up with the case until it is thrown out.
Mr. Mike, I do not agree with that. I don't agree with that. In the sense that you cannot determine the outcome of the case in a court. Except want to carry out injustice. Case education has a process of how it is come to, how it is handled in the presence of court matter. The judge will fix the hearing will come. Everybody will come and argue his case, and argument will make. Let us see to the end. Yes, until a conviction pronouncement is made or guilty or not. The man is still presumed innocent until convicted, until proven otherwise, and convicted by court of law. So until that is done, Yabelo is presumed innocent. But let there be judgment today, maybe guilty. You know this thing will change, or innocent. So the fact that the case is already, yes, it's still presumed innocent because he has not been pronounced guilty by court of law. So, but that is has a right to some things. Because he's a free man, see, an innocent person. No judgment of conviction has not been pronounced on him. So I wouldn't say, maybe there could be a statement that saying maybe they are prolonging the case, but they say the will of judgment, the will of justice grinds slowly. You are journalists know now. They say the will of judgment grinds slowly, basically grinds to a justice end, a stable end. So let us exercise patience and see how trial courts will conclude on the case of Yabelo. If they pronounce him guilty or not, there are still other rules of adjudication. Yes, appeal is there. Supreme level is there. So we must develop the culture of allowing our court to determine the matter. Yes, of course, I know there are compromises. There are compromises everywhere in the world. Even look at judges in US Supreme Court now. Those who were appointed by the director when he was president, they are now daring him that forget about appointment. We want to hold the law of America. If you do something that's against law, we will sanction you. So I know, yes, there are some cases whereby compromises are made in the system. That we must have developed, we must have culture of allowing that system to run through its full course and allow the determination outcome of it.
But you understand the system now.
That's what I'm saying. Mr. Mike, I say I know, but he has not.
If you are the ruling party, your sins are what?
It's not forgiven. It's not forgiven. Otherwise, they would have chased. They would have chased the Abelo the way he was chasing. Was chasing that time that it was. He was not saying. Eventually was caught.
Was he being chased or?
He ran. He was not moving. He ran for his safety. He ran out of the public scene.
For how many months?
Until he came up and come and face the trial.
Somebody that walked into EFCC premises.
That he surrendered now.
And walked out.
He surrendered now. That's what they said. No, that's what was
honestly, I don't know.
Are you still aware of the drama that went down?
I'm trying not to interject him. I don't understand what
Mr. Mike, I don't understand. You don't understand. Anyway, it's my opinion I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yes, Yabelo, they call it drama. But the real drama is that Yabelo himself, he was one that ran away for being applied by the law. It wasn't his daughter that was hiding him. It's so Yabelo that ran away from being caught up by the law. That they went to his house where he went to see the governor. He escaped in his governor's convoy. And because you all know this now, yeah, the governor's car. EFCC led the siege when they knew that this law is hiding. And when governor was going out, governor has the immunity. They couldn't stop the governor's car. He ran away with governors. He escaped with the governor's convoy. So it wasn't his authority that was protecting him, was shielding him. It wasn't that was avoiding to be arrested and caught up by law. When he became tired of himself, not able to, from where he's hiding, he came out voluntarily according to what he said. He walked freely to the EFCC has surrendered himself and he's not in charge before the court of law, and the process of ratification is still ongoing. What I'm trying to say is that just to correct the impression that maybe it is not something that is cheating him, was for something that ran away from the law, from the eye of the law, from being caught, and now the trial is going on. Let's develop capacity to allow the process to run through its full course and now know who is guilty or not. And if the court say, look at the national now, the national case against National Assembly, they won at the High Court. Then when you get to court, what happened? He lost an appeal. Appeal said no, appeal nullified the hope. So we must be to test. We must have the capacity of course we knew what is happening in our judicial system. We must now replace our judicial system with something else. That means the only replacement for it will be chaos.
Michael, she won about the Natasha incident that Ojo referred to. She won after she has served the suspension. Our system has become a mockery, like Reno mockery. We are mocking ourselves and we think we are running a nation. Especially judiciary. Judiciary has been so messed up in this country. In fact, all the sectors, executive, legislature, and judiciary. But we are dealing with the judiciary now. Look at the way we dispense even justice. Look at the time wasting. You see adjournment done perpetually. If you look at even the Rivers thing, when state of emergency was declared, people went to court. That the Supreme Court did not rule over that matter until the 6 months has passed, until Libas has even left the place. Is that how to run a nation? A situation that is that urgent, that all eyes were on the Supreme Court at that time to give that interpretation. If Mr. President actually have that power to do what he has done, and the judgment only came long after the administrator has even left the place. So is that the kind of judicial process we want to be applauding? Fine, I agree. The wheel of justice grinds slowly but surely. But is it the kind of sluggishness that phrase is talking about? I want to believe it is not. Perpetual adjournment. Somebody will be messing up with court and say, well, I want to go and treat myself abroad on a criminal, very serious issue. Yala Bello was indicted for over 100 billion in a state like Kogi, and yet he can afford to say, I want to go abroad, and they will be on that one for the next 6 months talking about whether he can go or not. Is that how to expedite justice?
Mr. Mike, what we need to do. Remember what? Yes, we had the issue with Mr. Mike, what needs to be done is that there should be judicial reform. You see, Mr. Mike, I was shocked when I learned that Supreme Court Justice of US, I mean, they are already taking sides with Trump already. Until now come out, those ones that were appointed by Trump when there was need for replacement. Until now come out and say, look, forget about this appointment, we will not take side with you this time around. Meaning they have been taking side with him. So there are corruption everywhere, all over the world. Even the country of over 265 years of democracy, because they have everything perfect. I'm shocked to hear it about this presidential matter. They want him that, look, don't be so. I know there are influences of the executive of judiciary. What I'm trying to say is that, look, if there are things need to be changed, let us carry out judicial reform. Like the point raised that allowing cases to linger in the court, it could be set a target, a time limit. A criminal case, allegation against a former office holder, public office holder, must not last. There's also a period of time from January. I mean, from High Court to Supreme Court. Unlike judicial matter, on electoral matter now, when there's a time deadline for electoral matter to be decided, from the first court to Supreme Court now, it's already set. Electoral matter. That is, you must not run more than specific time. That is from tribunal to court of appeal to Supreme Court. It can also be done by establishing judicial reform, setting time limit. So if you are a former public office holder, you are led to have funded the state of some financial. Your trial from high court to Supreme Court must not pass so time.
Okay.
Then you shall be best. Unlike now, there's lacuna. So everybody will make use of lacuna there into to a certain advantage. So blame the judicial system that allows such lacuna to exist. Let us have a different reform like we have electoral matter that only set time limits from the tribunal to Supreme Court where the matter must have been concluded. If they are even talking about now that maybe they will even have a trial conclusion before the swearing-in will happen. You can imagine that that's kind of the reform we'll be talking about.
All right, away from that, let's quickly go to Atiku and Seyi Makinde of Oyo State.
Yes.
Makinde to run alongside Atiku in the 2027 election. I don't know how true that report is, but this is coming from Ayodele Fayose. And according to him, he has agreed to join the African Democratic Congress. He has also promised the party 10 billion naira that will support the project. This will come in two tranches, maybe 5 billion naira paid and later another 5 billion naira. Now, can you or should Nigerians, vote a ticket formed through financial deals?
Mr. Mike, if Makinde,
What can you say about
Yes.
Atiku and Makinde tickets?
if Atiku,
In ADC,
yes, if
the same ADC we have Peter Obi.
yes, if Makinde goes to ADC, this is the fault of APC.
If Makinde goes
To ADC,
it is the fault of
APC, particularly,
Right.
yes, Makinde was first of all asked to come and hold meeting with President Tinubu. Abi, we all know he went there. Tinubu should have seized the opportunity of not allowing that chance to slip out of his hand. And whether it's one vote, that be minus of what he will get in Oyo State now. Yes, politics is all about election, is all about addition.
Are you saying that Atiku Makinde ticket is a threat to actually?
What I'm saying is that Tinubu is not maximizing the opportunity of wooing Makinde to his side. It's a matter of give and take. I want you on my side, not on that side. When he had the meeting with Tinubu, there was nothing come out of it. So the man cannot see that I do and remain not be irrelevant. So any other option that comes to you, any other offer that comes to you, he will look at this. So you are Mr. Mikey, you are a professional journalist. You know that Makinde was invited to Tinubu to have meeting. And what was that come of it? Nothing. Just as Tinubu means the Kwankwaso, luckily for him, was able to get the governor of Kwankwaso. It is something that
He has the right to defend the offer of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu now.
If it's not attractive to him. Now, the letting that time was him. Makinde
work for him 2023.
Yes. That's it. Yes. So Makinde too has his right to go to wherever he wants. But I want to tell Makinde that sanctions will not prevent vice president to the presidency. Yes, he can only get a snippet of vote for Atiku. If Atiku eventually picks ticket of ADC, the sanctions will give massive vote to Tinubu. I'm telling you about that.
If he eventually picks the ticket,
Yes.
what happens to Obi? What is it?
That means Obi's chance of ADC is gone. That means he has lost out of
Because I know we
ADC.
can't have two presidential fight bearer
Because-
on that same party.
No, that means if Obi
Or that same umbrella.
Obi is not considering vice presidency to anybody. He wants presidency and somebody to vice him. And I think that's already know that. In fact, one woman that working for Obi is Kwankwaso, and Kwankwaso has not made the plan to come to ADC because he's not sure that Obi will get his case.
Just a rumor.
Yeah, it's just a rumor. And then most especially when they even pull out the governor away from him, the man who will bring the man of the state to come and support the election of his godfather, his own guy is with him now. And then the governor has not become to APC. So Kwankwaso is in dilemma. Now the financial muscle to run to finance the election is state. The part of soup that finance it is not within his reach. That's the governor. That's number two. The ticket of presidency is not even sure. So what happens is that Atiku gets the ticket and Makinde secure his vice. I don't see it flying. I don't see them flying because look, there are these points that the 8-year tenure guarantee of South must complete. Makinde cannot be coming on and be campaigning to us and we go for another plan for the next 4 years. It won't host way in the South. I'm telling you, I'm very sure. So it's a very easy ride for Tinubu. Yes, they will get stable votes from the South. They are not commanding votes, unlike Obi that will bring a serious fight to Tinubu in South. Obi will consider a serious fight for Tinubu in South. But unlike Atiku and Makinde, forget. It's not going to be real struggle for.
And on the side of Fayose, what is he trying to do? Is he trying to fight his political enemies or trying to fight corruption?
Mr. Mike,
that means the one that exposed all this to us now.
God bless you.
He's trying to pay them 10 billion naira
in 2023
to lobby
2023
for that ticket.
2023. Fayose and all of them, they are member of G5 against Atiku. Then what happen now? Fayose, Makinde, they are loggerhead. Makinde and Wike, they are loggerhead. The African just no longer aligning. That's why we are witnessing. Yeah, Fayose that blew up the 50 billion money given to him by the federal government to settle the crisis on the now. So Makinde Fayose have his ears on ground to tell us you can see the rest come out and develop themselves. That it's most of the money. This one too, I believe it is so. Most especially when Makinde and Atiku went to visit Babangida in Niger State. So I believe that information from Makinde for Friday that was supposed to fly. But I don't see it coming to reality in translating to a presidency.
Gentleman Mike, would you say Obi has finally been sidelined in ADC with this development?
Well, that would be the greatest mistake of that party. For those who have the ears of Abubakar, I still want to believe that one of the greatest mistakes he can make in his entire political life is to contest the next general election. It's not going to favor him in any. The moment I see that come up, the moment I see Abubakar with his Sultana as candidates, as the final candidates for ADC, then I can as well tell Asiwaju to go and sleep. Just go to bed. Sleep that the game is over.
With your 2 eyes closed.
With 2 eyes closed. I can tell you that for free. Because you have only opened the door for the incumbent to sail through without stress. It's not going to pull any serious competition against the incumbent. It's not. Abubakar should understand that, and he has always made this mistake.
Does he really understand politics?
I don't know the people that are advising him per se. That you keep making the same mistake. You don't understand the timing of coming out. You kept making the same mistake time and again. So should that happen, Asiwaju can as well go to bed and just wait to be sworn in 2027.
Mr. Mike, that's the same point I've been saying.
She does go to bed.
Atiku have been making mistake of timing.
Okay.
If Atiku has not opposed Jonathan 2019 to 2023, Atiku would have been the most formidable person in the north under PDP that would have gotten PDP tickets. With ease and quietness. Nobody would have struggled with Atiku. But because of timing, he got the timing wrong. He almost get the timing wrong. Atiku would have been the one that would have spent 8 years of tenure of Buhari. He has worked with Jonathan. And not just to serve out that remaining 4 years. Remember, he got the timing wrong. Now, after Buhari finished, when it was not turn of the South, he came out again in 2023 against the South. You can imagine another wrong time again. Meaning that he wants 8 years tenure of Buhari to continue to another 8 years tenure of Atiku. Who allowed us in the government? It's in Nigeria Fulani State. So he has been getting this issue of timing wrong. This time again, it's too stubbornly saying want to come out again.
But you just said it here that in the comment section, okay. I mean in the comment section that Atiku'S not an intelligent politician. At all. You and Gentleman Mike also said it that he's making the same mistake.
Timing.
What can you say about this? Why has Atiku taken this step?
You see,
why is he considering picking Seyi Makinde?
As much as I would say that he has that liberty to run.
Yes.
I also believe that he also has the right to aspiration.
Yes.
And if you check the dynamics in the ADC now, or by extension, the nation at large, you will see the court followership that follows Obi anywhere he goes. And also coming into the fray as an intervention into the party workings of ADC, of Obasanjo, trying to moot the joint ticket of Obi and Kwakwaso. That one could not have been unconnected to his resolve to take this stance that he now takes by also throwing the olive branch to Seyi Makinde for Seyi Makinde to also tag along with his objective. And having said that, you know, I also equally mentioned in time past that I, as much as I would want a varied opposition, because democracy thrives on competition, you have a lot of choices to make and choose the best. But with the way ADC as a party is going about their team, I'm afraid the music might just continue to play on. And at Alhaji Atiku Abubakar has always been a serious contestant in our political space. And if when he came and he said that it's just a coalition of people just to wrestle power from APC, I was not totally taken in with such statements, because I mentioned that it's an agglomeration of strange bedfellows coming together. And I did mention, if you can recall, I mentioned people like Aregbe, I mentioned Rufai. I see a lot of rabble users in the fold. Then I now begin to wonder, how are they going to ally and have a common front in confronting APC-led government? Having said that, when you look at what Atiku is doing, if he goes ahead with this, then that man might truncate whatever result that collective of Nigerians want. I mean, in trying to change the tide of the political dynamics of the country. Atiku, to me, if he should continue and make firm this new stance, then it means that I'll just clap for APC-led government, let the music play on. That's my take.
10 billion naira to be paid. According to Fayose, Seyi Makinde, 10 million naira. Seyi Makinde has promised to support the project with 10 billion naira. And when we look at it, is this a proof that our Nigerian elections are decided by money?
I've said it.
This somebody that is trying to negotiate his way.
I will also repeat it again. I said our political space is suffused with money. Money dictates the pace. Nobody, I told you here on this platform that ideology, politics has taken flight for long. All what we are seeing now is where Bele face. Everybody is thinking of whatever will appeal to him. Because when we are talking about real ideological politics, it has gone to bed with the likes of Awolowo and the likes. But nowadays, you can see a governor of the state is even more than the party that threw him to power. What does that speak? It speaks that he has all the paraphernalia of office and the state instrumentality to wield at any given time to his own advantage. Whatever he sees or she sees that is going to be at a value point, that's where they will gravitate to. And when you look at what is playing out now, it's not different from what I have said so far, because money politics has been the language, the main language that speaks in our political space. That is why you see what if Seyi Makinde is saying that if Atiku, you know, remember also there is even instructed to know that do you know that Seyi Makinde once visited Asiwaju at Asoro. They held closed-door meetings, and even before Seyi Makinde, also on 2 or 3 occasions visited this city. Then it's like the cards they were put on the table before these two gentlemen didn't go down well with them. That was why the talk couldn't fly. And when the opposition now saw it, especially with the person of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, he has to quickly run in and say, okay, let me also table my own carrot. Let me see whether they are going to take a bite of it. That is what is playing out now as we currently speak.
And can you trust someone who lobbied his way, through money to power?
Lobby, you see, when you say lobby, even say lobby as an instrument, it's an instrument of government administration. And you can see the recent past, even internationally, you can see how our government
spend so much, about $9 million, in order to stand whatever intervention that Trump wanted to have in our country. And if, as a politician, you must lobby, though there are some politburo in every political party that you need to meet and sell your aspiration to them. And they will also come up with conditionalities for you to also bite. If it goes that way with you, then they will now throw their hat behind you. And then you cannot move. A situation whereby there is no cohesion in your talk, you cannot fly. Because you don't use a bird does not use one feather to fly. You fly with with 2 hands. And that is what also is obtainable in political space.
How do you think Obi can use money to lobby his way to power?
Obi is somebody who is conservative in nature. Whatever Obi is enjoying, whatever Obi is enjoying, even he might be rich, Obi will not throw such money because he has what is called organic followership. And everybody is trying to key into Obi's agenda because of his antecedents when he held sway as the governor of Anambra State. And up to the now, nobody has brought any case against Obi in any known court of the land. And that goes to show that he talks with his mouth, with both mouths, confidently. And at the end of the day, whatever anything Panama case is not there. As we speak now, nobody has brought it. I stand to be corrected, and I know whenever I say something, I can find it 100%. Because when you know all this, as a person, would you not throw your heart behind such a person? Because somebody does not have any taint in his record, and is the only person that among the governors of his ilk that has even giving a detailed account of his stewardship to the person coming in to take over the rest of governors from him. You understand? And such a person, if you want a clement weather or an environment that is conducive, that want to embody egalitarianism, would you not support such a person? And that is why I said that Obi might not want to play the kind of money politics, which is not in his DNA.
All right, I don't know that, you see, as much as I believe about Nigerian politicians, there are some companies that is sure about them. No Nigerian politician is saints. No one of them. No one of them is saints. I will not leave this point with the impression that Obi is saints. Obi 100%. Clean, no, honest, no.
Can you spend that kind of money?
Excuse me, Mr. Mike.
To lobby his way.
Obi has never been in a position of contest. He has been getting everything on platter of gold. As a vice president of Atiku, he didn't go too powerfully to become vice president. In Labour, he didn't go for what's it called, primaries. He was invalidly picked, was consensually picked. It's not going to be the same thing in this case of ADC. They are going to be a real contest.
And that's why.
Excuse me. That's what I'm saying. In this case, the salary is not the same now.
So you must spend.
Look, when we do Atiku, so we know a bit with in Tampers is not the same thing scenario now.
And you can drop 10 billion naira to support it.
Any Nigerian politician cannot be trusted. Cannot be trusted. Nobody don't trust anybody politician. Nobody should come and be telling one politician in Nigeria is trusted, but it's the same thing only. No, it's not true. The scenario of that time is not the same thing now. Here is going to contest, going to go do poverty. Hot only contest poverty. Everything will turn to the ring. So don't really tell that it's the same thing you don't know a bit to have done before. You won't do it now. You can do it. You can even do it more than anybody now. So don't give us the impression that it's going to just work. Then if you just work like that, you work and you lose. Give a point.
Is this development not proof that Atiku is desperate?
It's not a matter of being desperate. It is a matter of what we are doing, what the process to be known it's all about. The process of
you have been telling him to get his sin, his ambition.
Why must he lose it to people? He is convinced of intention.
Someone has failed several times now.
Atiku This man in America, former president in America, contested for 9 times. Abraham Lincoln contested for 9 times, was the 10th time he win. Buhari that ruled 8 years, he contested 3 times. 4 times is the 4th time. So Atiku that contested for about 3 or 4 times doesn't mean, as far as has impression and ambition, doesn't go on and carry on. The what I'm trying to say is that nobody come and tell us one position in Nigeria is saint. They cannot do this. None of them is saint. All of them, even the people in opposition now. So that people can drop. All of them are desperate. All of them are desperate. All of them, they are ready to break the law. They too, they are ready to break the law. The opposition. Okay, tell me, all people that guide themselves up now as opposition. Tell me which of them are not head political office before. As everybody was not an 8-year governor, was Obi not an 8-year governor, was Amechi was not an 8-year governor, was Obi himself was not an 8-year governor, was not an 8-year president. They were all our former past rulers. They were the people that also brought us to this mess here around them. So they should stop. They should be deceiving us to tell us that they are saints. Now they are not saints. They have a hand. They have a hand in what we are presently passing through. They all had offices for the past 8 years and they contribute to what we are passing through now. So they should not be telling us that they are saints.
Okay.
Yes.
I wanted to say something.
You see, when I was making my submission, because the gist of the question is that can he be able to throw such humongous money in the name of politics? I never said it was a saint. I think most of the gist of what I said was that up to the now, and I stand to be corrected, there is no court of the land where Obi case has been taken to as having corrupted. And I made allusion to the fact that even though he has that because I said something. Hello, sir.
Maybe it has not yet been discovered.
Hello, sir. I said up to the now. With this is English language.
Okay.
You know, I said up to the now.
Okay.
Because nothing has been found against Obi in any court of the land, and I stand to be corrected. And this is a person that has court followership. And I said that even though every other politician is spending big, I don't see Obi in that light. That was what I said. You see, and I haven't said that because I believe that if you put all the colors together, I think you see black, you see white, you see yellow, you see the same. You can see point that out of the color, this white look. I mean, it's better. It's not tainted. I want to throw my heart behind such a person, and that is what Obi stands for. I am not making campaign for him. I am saying that among the pack of the politicians that are calling are the throws of trying to throw themselves into governance, this person ranked first among equals, and that is what I made allusion to. I am not saying that there is a saint, though it doesn't, because even though I that am standing here before you, I am not a perfect human being. The only perfect person is God. I still have my own imperfections.
Yes.
All as a person, and that is what I'm making allusion to.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. That you see, perfection must not be discovered now. It can still be discovered later. So I'm not saying I'm not having anything against Obi. I'm just telling you that all Nigerian positions, they are the same.
All right, so the Chima says there is absolutely no case against Obi in any law court around the world.
Exactly.
Mr. Vincent, you are
Very
right.
I'm a shareholder of Obi Bank.
Hello, don't interject me, please.
I've not received.
All right, Nathaniel Abu says at moments, ADC stakeholders are playing mind games. They don't want to review their strategies yet.
That's true.
That's another thing.
That's true.
Currently,
Yes, that's true.
ADC stakeholders are playing mind games. They don't want to review their strategies.
That's actually true.
I want where would they say we don't come out? But how long will it come out? There will be timetable set by annex. There will be timetable set by annex. So there's no mind game anywhere. No mind game anywhere. There's timetable set by annex.
All right, I think it's in line with some of our reviewers' analysis this morning, and it says, Mr. Ege, don't rule out the fact that Atiku may be working for Tinubu because just recently his son joined the camp of Tinubu. Yes, I can't comprehend why Atiku is blind of the clear demands of people. What's the clear demand of
South?
people?
8 year tenure. South.
That will be is what
Okay.
all right. Temitayo says that Temitayo Oloruntobi, the best for Atiku, in his own view, is to work with Tinubu and get the presidential stuff after Tinubu. It's possible. Everything possible. Mr. Mike, let me support Tinubu. Mr. Mike, and we will support you after 2031. If everybody can go take his mind back to how Atiku fought Tinubu to getting exposed during 2023 election, that went as far as going to US court, everything. He did more than that. You tell me that he's not to bring Tinubu down. If I'm working to bring you down, somebody God forbid. If I'm working with all my effort, everything thrown to the wind to bring it down openly, going to the extent of everywhere possible to that they can nail you, bring it and nail you. That's not policy. No, in politics, there's no permanent. Article is not what for Tinubu. Article did everything to make sure Tinubu fail. It's not what for Tinubu. If you can go to the extent of going to US, and I'm still citing an example for you now. Mr. Mike, I'm talking about Atiku and the line. What they said about they are not the same class. 2022. Atiku is a contestant with Tinubu. He did everything possible that's even than a dollar. Yes, I'm thinking. I want to not be talking about yes.
What are we saying? In politics, there's no permanent enemy, no permanent friend. That is what is playing out. That is what is playing out. And I can say wholeheartedly, Atiku and Tinubu, they are like-minded friends. It was even Tinubu that saved Atiku from the hands of the Babasojo when he wanted to roast it.
You have mixed it. It was Atiku that saved Tinubu during Obasanjo. It's not you see, whenever we are talking, which one with verifiable facts? You see, it is on record. Femi Fani-Kayode even spoke against Tinubu when he held sway as governor. Then Daniel Buhala said something. Then we have Reno Mokri. Today, Reno Mokri is an ambassador. We also, yes, we also have I've spoken against Tinubu, but today they are all beneficiaries of his government. But when we are saying that there is no permanent enemy, no permanent friends, it doesn't matter because people can wear anybody down. They call it politics is a game. And I want to also draw people back memory lane. Atiku and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu belongs to the whole PDM under Yar'Adua. I will tell you that at a point your lane must cross. Yes. Today you are in ADC. Tomorrow you can find yourself in APC. Yes. So there is no permanent friend, no permanent enemy. Yes. He will not go out of our emotion to say, because you work against me, I cannot support you. The same one we are talking about was once against President, the former president. But today they are sitting together. Yes, they are not in my bunker. So you know that is the level of our against Jonathan. That is the level of what I'm telling you is that in 2023, if you see the vigor with which Atiku fought to bring Tinubu down, he went to the extent of going to US to court to the to me. That I'm telling you, you're looking at the gravity. Yes, you cannot tell me he was working for Tinubu as well. Probably if you are not saying now, if you are saying now that even this time I look at the gravity of what he did. Yes, the governor what he did to the extent of going to US, going to court, going to everywhere, go to state university and everything to make sure the whole record was exposed. Even let me tell you, Mr. Mike, do you know that another measure has been given to by court
They have been given to FBI to release.
But the same Atiku you are talking about now, his son is
Atiku is not from his son. Atiku is the president. Atiku passport is not the same. Atiku is not his son passport. They are different personality, different personality. Even though they are different personality, so what I'm telling you is that even though there's a court injunction now to FBI again to make sure they release the document, the case about Tinubu, I cannot be convinced that Atiku is working for Tinubu. No, Atiku is working for presidency because of his age. Age is not on the side of Atiku again. Even if it's one time, if it's not one time, your body, who's only 4 years in power. Atiku is concerned his age. Atiku knows that he's no longer having it on his side. He wants to get himself to the position of presidency. Even if it's only one time, that's all. You get my point? That's what it is. Even if it's only one time, let him have it. That's why Atiku is high bent on contesting. But to tell me that it's not true, it is not true.
All right, we'll go back to what we're discussing about Peter Obi. And the chairman says Olajide.
That time, 4 times now, 3 or 4 times.
No human being is a saint.
Yes.
But we have near saint humans.
They are not like near saints.
We have near saint humans.
No, near saints.
He is one of them.
Not like near saints. Once I don't say, I don't care about your opinion. I don't care about the opinion too. They are not like near saints. The other saints, or you're not. If you're not saints, you're not saints. You're corrupt. The other saints, or you're corrupt. Not like near saints. Once you agree that there's nobody is sin. Sin is sin.
No small sin.
No small sin. Once you agree that Obi is not a saint, that means you could have been corrupted and his corruption is not yet exposed. That's what will happen. Yes, and it could be exposed anytime. Yes, no problem.
All of them are sinners.
All
politicians are sinners. The same. All of them. Until we went there, we see it and see the change. But all of them, they are 50-50.
The same.
All I know, leave that double mind. Politician is politician. Hold on. When you eat with devil, you die with the devil.
Yes.
The Nigerian politics, so I am not about Ghana.
Yes.
Once you are here, you join them.
Yes.
You join them. You have to do what they are doing.
Yes.
If not so, you cannot. Okay, now my own is that. See, the argument is, hold on. The argument whether Atiku supporting Tinubu, all I know is that I'm an ADC. Atiku, we are begging Atiku to step down. If you are working against Obi, Nigeria will work against him. If you like, let him move out of ADC, go to other party. It will be useless. All I know is that this government will piss you. We must collect it.
Are you aware of the latest developments?
What's the development? He cannot get together. See, PDP, I'm a former PDP member. PDP, I know PDP is dead. Makinde will come back to ADC. Yes.
So what will be the fate of Obi?
Obi will be the fact member. Will be the presidential candidate. Yes. Really? No. He will be the presidential candidate. He will be the presidential candidate. That's what Nigeria want. Obi then what? I join the PTN because of Obi.
He has dropped his ambition.
He must drop. He must drop. He has no choice. He has no choice.
Makinde is about to pay 10 billion.
Makinde
to support ADC.
Makinde want to retain his governorship. Makinde want to retain his governorship. So he's trying to play a game. All I know is that everybody know, ADC member know, the only person that can shake Tinubu is Obi and solidarity is only Obi. Atiku go arrest and all the members. We told Atiku, we told our boss that if you want us to register, they should let Atiku know that he's not going to be. We need somebody, somebody that will be that will shake Tinubu.
It's not true because the case is coming up in their court. The whole people you say are going to do this. It's not true. It's not correct. The judge handling the case of PDP fashion, the Wike and Makinde fashion, the Apicot judges they have given them to harmonize their briefs so they can determine it. So their case will be determined at the court of appeal. So one person will win. then they will not recognize the leader of the PDP. If they don't want, they go to Supreme Court. So eventually PDP will come out and one person will emerge as the leader of. So all these issues say they are going to this is not correct. It's not correct. It's not correct with the law. It's not correct. It's not correct. You are not the maybe ABC. You are not the person. You are PDP member. They don't know anything. You don't know nothing. They 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 can't be PDP. They don't know their party. I'm going happy now. Which party are you? They know the crisis now. Are you party? Which party are you? Are you politician? No. People who claim they are member of PDP, who didn't know that their matter is already at the court of appeal. Who didn't know? Listen to me. They know how to educate you. Let me educate you. You are not correct. You are not correct. You are the one that is not correct. You are not the one that is not correct. School you guys. Who was the school? Mr. Mike. Their matter is at the court of appeal right now. Don't forget that we has won in the court. We has won in the court. They have nullified the Congress. Don't you recognize? Listen to me. We has won in the high court. You do know. Are you a party member? Listen to me. Are you a PC? Are you a party member? You don't know the PDP. Mr. Mike, I'm telling them the Congress the Congress held in Ibadan have been nullified by high court. By you. By you. It's not correct. That is not correct. Let me school you. Let me school you. Now, call me for which guy they want to school you now. I'm schooling them. I'm schooling them. We has won the case against them. We has won the case against Makinde. The Congress held by Makinde in Ibadan. High Court has nullified. That's where I'm going to.
I'm telling you that it has been nullified.
Yes, there's an appeal now.
There's an appeal.
And I'm telling them that when we the appeal, judgment will come out. One side of the party, one side of the faction will win. Other week or Wakile win. Whoever wins, they will say we are not agreeing. They go to because finally a faction will win, just like the case of Labour. When Melody won Abure, then Abure will not become recognized. So the issue of saying the opening is going to it's not true. It's not correct.
Let me correct you. You are not a PDP member. You are not a PDP member. I don't know why where you are getting. You are not a PDP member. Number one, it's a plan of APC. It's a plan to scatter PDP. It's a plan to scatter ADC. It's a plan not to have opposition. Today, whether PDP, whether ADC, all I know, half of PDP is coming to ADC. Half of a PDP is coming to ADC.
Is that what Seyi Makinde is trying to do too?
It must come, yes. He has to return back to the State Governor. So that's it. So enemy is the one scattering. We can say, listen to me, we can say the PDP will not have presidential candidate. Abi? So you expect me to support him? No. I said if two faction, one faction will come to ADC. Don't worry. No, let Wike and Olajide Aturubu, the many people.
Mr. Loki, I disagree with you. Makinde was a betrayer. PDP was a betrayer. Listen to me. The record between you and Wike, that is not discussing this.
You are not getting me. I don't know Wike, Makinde, with whoever can remain in PDP. Yeah. If Makinde like to come to ADC, if Makinde like, let him remain. Because Wike said, presidential candidate. All I know, you are not a party person. You are not a party. Maybe you are a APC man. I'm an ADC man. Arise and shine. Arise and shine.
Whether ADC or APC or PDP, they are all thieves. All of them together, they are thieves. This morning in the news, they were saying that they want to, yes of them, imagine, instead of fighting for the common man's right,
they were debating that they should not accept the 124 million naira voted for presidential vehicle. They say that money is too small. Can you imagine? When people are dying, people are crying in Nigeria, people are not eating, people they are demolishing their house, people don't have money to buy garri. You are all thieves. You are thieves. You are thieves. And you are killing people with just. You are killing people with Benue. You are killing people in Lagos here. All these people should be replaced. They should be replaced. Nigeria for all of us, and we are here to fight for the right of Nigeria. What concern me party? I don't have any party because we are all thieves. All the party are thieves.
See, bros, I think to an extent, Nigeria. Are you foreseeing your way? I want to talk.
Please. I just want to put a very cool water on this pressure. Let's flash back to the meeting of the closed door meeting of Babangida. Yes, Babangida and Obasanjo. No, there was a closed door meeting between Babangida and Obasanjo. Please let me cool down. I know what I'm saying. Yes, I'm not saying. Please, I'm not saying. Your discussion now, you are just looking at the flame. I want to carry everybody now to the place of the fire. Closed door meeting. No, I won't say this. Look at our military, the retired military men, the mafias. There was a closed door meeting between Babangida and Obasanjo. Nobody know what the topic of their discussion. But after the meeting, shortly after the meeting, all this crisis began. Am I correct?
Yes. I can't say you are correct.
Yes. I have to be corrected. Let's note.
Can you tell us when the meeting took place?
Okay, bros, let me just tell you, please. Okay. See, my brother, these guys have done their own bit and they have gone. I remember vividly that every one of them, Obasanjo said it, every one of them that participated in Nigeria Biafra war has been settled, as in presidents, they have enjoyed that. Their own has gone. This new era, and whether they are holding 100 meeting or they are not holding 100 meeting, okay, we don't want to know anymore. What we are saying that, Nigeria ready to be able to put some rules and regulations and give them full stop.
That is, you have to
they have a meeting. I know what they have a meeting. They have a meeting for how many years now? They are not giving us what to do. They are giving us
there's no working constitution like that.
Let me tell you, this is the constitution.
What you need.
We have been talking since. We have constitution.
It's not good. Yeah. You are treating masses bad. It's not good. Pity us. You are the one that vote all of you. Yes, I'm not. What they are doing is not good. Government, this government. APC, go. We don't want to money.
No, it's here. Steal it now. No, man, can you steal it now? Where are you bring up? Are you the one that vote? I will tell you you're on the street. What is happening? We tell you this is the Yaloja of Lagos State. Yaloja. No, bros, at least it's in Lagos now. Abi? Is she not in Lagos? Yes. If I say Yaloja of Lagos State, but it's an APC member. She's not. Wait. You don't know, but you mentioned APC say this government say e no dey try. But that woman you are seeing is if na mama be that o, you understand? She's elderly, and what she's telling you is based on her experience, not based on hearsay, you know. And also she knows that it is Bola Ahmed Tinubu who is in government. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that lady is not an Igbo woman. She is a Yoruba woman, and she's saying no.
All of them are not being affected.
See, for this Nigeria now, we don't want president, not individual vote we want.
Yes.
So what?
Individual vote now we want. No one can take and collect.
Take and collect.
Who do you want vote for now?
Myself. Who, I know you.
No, you have to go to somebody in Nigeria.
You know, sir, APC have turned everybody to PDP.
Mike, please. Mike, please. What we're saying is, I don't know the bone of the contention. What we're saying very clearly that I think we have gone a long way in this struggle for a better government. That's the essence of why we are standing here. A better welfare for the citizens. That is why we are always here. We are not here to embarrass anybody. We are advocating or possibly criticize areas that government needed to pay attention to. That is the essence of why we are here. And if you look at the way it is, I believe that government has gradually come to a certain point where they are now totally focusing on re-election. You can see very clearly. They say now if you go to Abuja, everywhere is Tinubu poster don't appear. Jagaban for second term, and he is unstoppable.
So his campaign process today.
No. And in Lagos here, any moment from now, you see it outside. I'm just telling you. So, cool down, not be there to put your hand down now. Allow me to talk. You have been talking. Allow me to talk. Don't be using your hand and be doing like this. And I'm telling you, you understand? You have been talking since. Don't shut me down, please.
I've not been talking.
Mike, what we're saying at this point now, if you look at what is actually going on, you know, now I want to comment on the issue of electronic transmission of INEC result. I think Nigeria should know they have not actually done with that. You know, panel to look into it properly, to know actually whether it is possible for Nigeria to do electronic transmission in real time. And that is the problem. The real time is, but it might not guarantee 100% credibility. But to an extent, it will help reduce continuous human interference in our electoral process. You know, and as it stands now, I believe that Bola Ahmed Tinubu will do the needful. Call Akpabio to order. Call all the senators to order. Let them do. They are there to represent us. They are not doing their own bid. They are there to represent Nigerians, and they should be able to do certain things Nigerians sent them for, or what Nigerians actually wanted. Nigerians are advocating for electronic transmission of results in real time. My brother, I want to also support Sowore.
That's my man.
Sowore made a lot of sense a few days ago.
Yes.
I never believe it. And I'm quite impressed, and I want to say that is the way to go. Now, we are going to spend close to 1 trillion. That's why I'm telling that man 128 million. How much are they selling things that you're talking about? They're budgeting 128 million. They're even trying for that one. You know, what we are hearing is quite different from what is being played out completely. So if INEC is going to go up 1.something trillion for election alone, just for one election, my brother, do you know that to avoid killings, to avoid snatching, shooting, and the rest of them, Sowore is advocating that
every Nigerian should get to the point. And it is, Mike, I tell you that legislation can change leadership in Nigeria. Yes, good governance.
Have you learned that so that I can talk, please?
I'm telling you, legislation can bring about good governance. If they are able to do this, then you know that police will have a lesser work, army will have a lesser work, INEC will have a lesser job to do. Every people will be relied to a point of, getting less. Yes, I will spend less at the end of the day.
Thank you very much. I will start again from where you stop. You see, every one of us, we don't know our problem. And our problem is just circling around us. Why am I saying this? The end thing we need now is the constitution review. When we get the constitution reviewed, every one of the politicians will sit tight. You will not be able to, you will not even have any time to be having blame game on them. And I keep saying this, the youth don't know what they want. We don't know, we are confused already. And we keep confusing like that. And we will be having our mouth, but we can never have our say because we are not inclusive into the government and the sitting of the government. So every day, is it how we going to end it? Is this how we going to end our hate? You come here, or your constitution not working. You don't have a working constitution. And I keep saying that. I've said that earlier. You don't have a working constitution.
We don't have a working constitution.
Okay, you have a working constitution.
Go and commit crime and you say that the constitution.
Those ones that are committing crime. What's the guy in Kogi that committed crime and he went?
I don't think that the constitution is our problem.
The constitution is our problem.
It's not our problem.
Yes, it is not our problem.
The current constitution we have now, if we want to be honest to ourselves, can also drive Nigeria to a better government. You understand? What you see? That's why we have the Senate. We have House of Representatives. If there's anyone they can amend, let them go amend it. Just as simple as that. So it is the amendment aspect of the constitution that we are discussing. We are talking about added on the electoral reforms. I don't know how you put your own this and always.
But why are they not started from the?
That's why the citizens are asking them to do that.
Why did they start?
You said the constitution is not working, but the tax law is working. He said the constitution is not working.
They also started from the constitution.
The tax law is working.
Constitution review.
There's constitution. Nigeria have constitution, please. Please. What we need is continuous review and amendment, and that is what they are doing.
For joining us this morning, we appreciate your engagement. We'll be back here tomorrow with more interesting topics.
You know the meaning of constitution.
First time, kindly subscribe to the channel. Also share the program. If you'll be watching the program after this live broadcast, kindly drop your comments in the comment section. We appreciate all of you. The Chima, likes of Bayaga, Antnam, Safa Biodon, Adinobu, Adobu Jimmy. We say a big thank you to all of you. To the rest of the viewers, thank you. I appreciate all of you. All right, we'll be back here tomorrow. Please stay safe. Bye.
This